Okay, just finished the present indicative middle video, and really appreciate you watching this if you're watching it for some reason. And thanks for going along with me. But really, I'm just doing these videos so that I can cement, at least in my own mind, the different paradigms, so that when I'm tested, I can remember this video and or these videos and remember the paradigms, which there's, a lot. Yeah, there's a lot, which is fine. That's what it is. It's what we're doing. I love it. It's great. Let's get into it. It's just a lot of memorization, so you're here to help me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, whoever you are. Future indicative. I'm going to stop spelling out indicative because we can all do that now. And we're going to talk about the active voice. Future indicative active. Okay, so we're still going to use our same word Lou because, hey, let's just be consistent. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I see. I can get different colors. First time using this program. Oh, I'm switched over to black. What was I in? Blue? Blue's nice. Blue's easier on the eyes. But black's so much easier to see. Here we go. Singular, plural. We're going to make our little conjugation paradigm chart again, because that's just what you do. And we've got the lambda, upsilon. There's our word to loose. Okay. Let's keep our little chart here. It just makes it easier to see. Lambda, lambda, lambda. Man, what a nerd. Little 90s kid humor for you. Let's see here. Okay, so we've talked about how do we say I loose, you loose, he, she, it looses, we loose, y'all loose, or they loose. And then we talked about the middle voice, which implies like a for yourself, for your own benefit. And so those are different words because they have different meanings. Now we're going to move into that future tense where we're talking about what's most likely to happen, what you intend to happen, and how do we say that? What if we want to say, what if we want to Give me 1 second here. Just want to make sure that I'm giving the correct. Okay. So what if I want to say I will loose? Straight up, I will loose. How do I say I will loose? Okay. Well, this is how. You can tell if a word is in the future tense if it has a present stem. So our present stem is just lu, right? Lambda upsilon. But we can tell it's in the future tense because you're going to see a sigma. Okay. This one looks terrible. Let's just get rid of it and start over. There you go. It's a little better. Basically an Omicron with a top hat. So now all of a sudden, instead of lu, your stem is now loose. Loose, which is kind of ironic, right? So I want to say I will loose. The statement I will loose. So, again, in the beginning, you had your connecting vowel pattern. O, E, E, O. Oops, that looks like a sigma. O, E, O. Now let's see what's going to happen here. We're in the future tense. I want to say I will loose. I should just finish it out. So here's what they would say. Ooh. Oh, oops. Loose. They would have said loose o me. Loose o me. Okay? That's what they would have said. Then, as the language progressed, progressed and people spoke it for a long time. Obviously, things change naturally over time, and I'll prove that here at the end of this video, that things in language change over time and distance. As language speakers spread out, they get different dialects, regional dialects, right? Even in America, right, you have like English being your primary language, and a guy from the Bronx versus a nice young lady from Fargo, and then you've got the drawl from the South. It's all English. It just sounds different, and they have different words for different things. Some people call it soda, some people call it pop, right? Same word, synonym. Wow. But it just changes over time and by distance. So instead of lusomai, okay, the mu drops out, and then you've got that iota hanging out. They would, lusoi, and they just kind of got sick of saying oi, and so they just lengthened this entire thing yet again to an omega, loose o, which, hold on, can I pause? I don't think I can pause. Well, what do you have to say? I'm in the middle of doing something. Probably. What do you want me to do about it? Okay. I'll find it later. Thanks. Okay. What were we saying? Loose. I will loose. Future, indicative, active. I will loose. Loose. Okay. Then what happened? Well, loose. Loci, right? So you got loci, natural development of the Greek language. That second sigma drops out. All of a sudden, you've got the iota, loose a, but for whatever reason, they don't want to have that alpha or iota on the end, so they add that final sigma. So yet again, you got O, ace, and that's U, loose. Okay, you can read that. Yeah, you loose. Second person singular. Okay, third person singular. He, she, or it will loose. Will loose, that's right, this is will loose because you have the sigma on the present stem. Looseis means you. Gideon threw me off there. You will loose. You will loose in the future. Okay. All right. And number 3, third person rather. Lu, say. There's our connecting vowel E, right? And you would say, if you were an original Koine Greek speaker, loose t, loose t, okay? But natural development of the Greek language, that tau drops out and the iota moves over. So again, it's super arbitrary. A lot of this is arbitrary. What's going on as far as you got the stem, you add the sigma to show future tense, and why do we have the iota here on the end, but you couldn't have the iota here? I don't know. It just happened that way. You'd have to go back, 2,000 years and ask somebody. Or, well, maybe even farther. You'd have to go into the BC era. Okay, so that's he, she, it will loose in the future, yep. Okay, so now we're on to we will, future tense, loose. We will loose. Okay. All right, got your present stem, lu, but we want to be in the future, so we add the sigma, and we have our connecting vowel to this to show, we're about to throw an ending on it and make it mean something else. Loose, men. Loose amen. Okay? That is we will loose. We will loose. That's it. All right, and if you'll notice, these are the same endings as our present indicative active so far, right? We've got all the same. Omega, ace, a, omen, and so if you remember from our present indicative, if you took good notes, I doubt anyone's taking notes on these videos. You have present stem, sigma, because it's future tense, and your connecting vowel, and your ending t. Really, the ending's t, but many people just memorize it as ete. It's fine either way you want to do it. If you just want to remember, if you have an engineering mind where you like to know all the pieces and how they came together, you may want to know that's actually a connecting vowel. It's actually not part of the, this epsilon is not part of the stem or the ending. It is a connecting vowel linking our stem to our ending. How can I show this better? Red. Here's our ending. Here's our stem. And this right here is our connecting vowel. Connecting vowel. The connecting vowel is hidden in there. There's our connecting vowel, connecting vowel, connecting vowel. Okay. So, loose, te. Lucete. So that is second person plural, which means y'all, or you plural, will loose. Y'all will loose. And now we're on to the final part of this paradigm, which is third person plural. They will loose. So again, we have our base stem, lu. We add the sigma to show future tense. We have our connecting vowel, omicron. And u, si. So again, this is, oh yeah, and you got to remember, for all you advanced people, that movable nu may pop in there to prevent hiatus when a vowel runs into another vowel in the next word. But it's arbitrary. It could slip in, could not slip in, who knows. It's Greek. It's all Greek. So here we have loose, u, si, lucis, lucis. So you got to remember the two sigmas, lucis, or it might be lucisin, depending on the word that comes after it or the writer's preference. Really, you don't really know. So I want to prove that over time languages change, because it is kind of frustrating that in the paradigms you don't always see, such as, we're looking right here, right? I don't see my omicron connecting vowel like I should. It should be O, E, E, O, E, O, E, O. Okay, but where did my omicron go? I'm going to prove it right now. This happens all the time, no matter where you're at. So, if you're in America and you're in the South, here, who knows how long they've been doing this, but you will see it if you're in the South long enough. I'll show you. So, we all know you all, right? Y'all ain't from around here, is you? Y'all, okay? And we all know that ain't a word. Oops. My mind won't even stay in English anymore. Ain't. Ya ain't from around here. Y'all ain't from around here. Or, if you're in 21st century America in the South, you might even hear, that's right, Yain't. You all are not from around here. Or, Yain't. So, where did my diphthong ooh go? where did my double L go? Right? It all just gets smushed together, okay, into yain't. Yain't from around here. Y'all ain't from around here anymore. So, just like in Greek, when it's lu, o, me, well, over time they just cut out the me and it's Louis, and then they got lazy. They didn't want to say Louis anymore, so they just said Luo. Okay, I can't explain it any better than that. It just over time, native speakers, we just get lazy, I think, and we just start mushing stuff together because why not? So there you go. You ain't gonna get any better explanation than that.